Jonah didn't remember falling asleep. That was the first thing that felt wrong. He remembered lying in bed, phone in hand, scrolling through nothing. The glow of the screen. The quiet hum of the fan. The ordinary weight of a night that meant nothing. Then, morning. No dreams. No sense of time passing. Just a clean, unnatural cut from one moment to another. He sat up slowly, frowning. Something felt misaligned. Like his body had already been awake for a while, and he'd just arrived late to it. His phone was on the nightstand. Not in his hand. Jonah stared at it for a long moment. He was sure, absolutely sure, he'd fallen asleep holding it. Whatever, he muttered, rubbing his face. A notification lit up the screen. One new voicemail 3:07 a.m. Jonah blinked. He didn't remember a call. Didn't remember waking up. Didn't remember anything at 3:07. Still, he picked up the phone and tapped the message. The audio started with static. Low. Grainy. Like wind dragging across something hollow. Jonah frowned and pulled the phone closer. Then he heard it. Breathing. Wet. Uneven. Too close to the microphone. He stiffened. Hello, he said instinctively. The recording didn't react. Of course it didn't. But the breathing continued. Then, a voice. His voice. Soft. Strained. Don't listen to this. Jonah's stomach dropped. He froze, eyes locked on the screen. The voice came again, clearer this time. If you're hearing this, it's already inside. A sharp burst of distortion cut through the audio, like something brushing against the microphone. Jonah's grip tightened. What the hell? His voice in the recording started again, faster now, panicked. I can hear it learning me. A second sound slipped underneath his words. Not separate. Not interrupting. Layered. Like something was trying to speak at the same time, using the same space. Don't make a sound. The two voices overlapped perfectly for a moment. Perfectly. Jonah's breath caught. The recording glitched again. Then his voice. Farther away now, like he'd turned from the phone. It knows how I breathe. It knows how I. 3 slow taps. Right into the microphone. Jonah flinched and dropped the phone. It hit the floor, speaker still playing. The audio continued. His voice again. Distant. Breaking. It knows how I. The second voice surged forward. Louder. Clearer. Wrong. It tried to form his name. J. On. Ah. Each syllable dragged, stretched like something pulling language through a mouth that didn't fit it. Jonah scrambled backward across the bed. No, he whispered. No, no, the phone crackled. Then, suddenly, perfect clarity. Right next to his ear. Jonah, he choked. The phone was still on the floor across the room. Still playing. But the voice wasn't coming from it anymore. It came again. Closer. Behind him. Jonah. Slow. Careful. Practiced. Jonah turned. Too slowly. Because something had already stepped into the space behind him. Something wearing him. Not like a disguise. Not like a mask. Exact. Down to the smallest detail. It stood there, studying him with his own face. Then it smiled. And something about it was immediately, violently wrong. Too wide. Too patient. Like it had learned the shape of a smile without understanding why it existed. I got it right that time, it said. Jonah's mind locked. His body didn't move, didn't respond. Or, worse, it responded too late. A half-second delay between what he wanted and what happened. He tried to step back. The thing stepped forward. For a fraction of a moment, they moved in perfect sync. Then the thing adjusted. Faster. Better. Jonah stumbled. It didn't. I had to hear it a few times, it said softly. Jonah shook his head, panic flooding in. This isn't real, he said. But the words came out. Off. Thinner. Stretched. The thing's eyes sharpened. It leaned closer. Again. Jonah tried to back away, but his leg lagged behind the command. His balance faltered. Something inside his chest shifted. A second rhythm. Not pain.